In my previous video, I highlighted 5 great cities built by talented modders in the Elder Scrolls 3. Today I will showcase 6 more towns and cities that Tamriel Rebuild currently offers, including some of my favorites. Enjoy! Helnim is an imperial town located on Falar Bay in the rocky region Dagon Urul. It was founded by the Zafirbel Bay Company as a trade connection with House Telvanni. The town is of a medium size, inhabited by over 90 people living in 26 interiors. Despite this, however, it offers 5 different faction questlines, though most of them are very short. Apart from guild halls, Helnim contains other typical imperial buildings, such as a census and excise office or a chapter of the Imperial Astrological Society. Of note is also the town's location next to the Telvanni tower Tel Gillen and the nearby ruins of Kemel Zay, one of the largest and most famous Dwemer complexes in Morrowind. Next on the list is Akamora, one of the most recognizable settlements added by the mod. It is a picturesque town built on the side of a mountain and controlled by House Indoril, one of the 2 great houses not featured in the vanilla game. Akamora is a wealthy city thanks to its industry, based predominantly on spider silk and kwama egg production. Unfortunately, the city's political representation is paralyzed by infighting and divided into 3 noble factions, a state of affairs characteristic for the ambitious House Indoril. Akamora is inhabited by over 110 people living in 28 interiors, and offers original questlines for 2 classic factions, the guilds of mages and fighters. Morak Tong also have a guild hall there, whereas the Tribunal Temple is represented only by a small chapel and does not offer any faction quests. Another notable place is the Underground Bazaar, a popular market, and various individual services dispersed throughout the town. The town also contains manors of the many local noblemen, mines, and small dwellings. Although Akamora offers striking visuals, it is considered outdated by the Tamriel Rebuild team. To bring the city up to the current high standard, it will be completely reworked in the upcoming Mephalon Vales update, which will be released sometime in the coming years. Hlan Oek is a Hlalu town located in the Antherin region on Veloth's Path. With its 110 inhabitants living in over 30 interiors, Hlan Oek is comparable to Balmora in size, but not in reputation. Indeed, while the western side of the city welcomes passing temple pilgrims with open arms, the eastern side is controlled by the xenophobic Kamona Tong and inhabited by all sorts of shady characters. But the whole town is united in its relentless pursuit of profit, which it will extract from all visitors, one way or the other. Hlan Oek's 2 joinable factions are the Tribunal Temple and House Hlalu. The Western High District, dominated by the Temple and the Keep, also contains noble manors and high-class services. The Eastern River District consists of houses and apartments, shadier pubs and docks which host trading vessels coming to the city on River Thyr. Hlan Oek was released in 2023 and as such is considered up-to-date by the developers. This is why I've chosen it for the first episode of my upcoming series, where I will dive deep into everything the settlement offers. If you don't want to miss it, consider subscribing. Hlerinhal is the largest city in the Coronati Basin, located next to Lake Coronati and Cainit River. While it was initially founded to ward off invaders from the west, today it serves House Hlalu primarily as an important shipping port. It has a population of over 110, consists of 32 interiors, and offers 3 faction questlines: the Imperial Legion, Imperial Cult, and Fighters Guild. Councillor Ivul Hlerin rules the city from the elevated Hlerin estate, situated next to the other noble manors and a bridge over the Cainit River. The lower city is largely constructed around the central chapel of Dibella, with the insignificant Tribunal Temple being tucked away next to the port. The city mostly consists of various establishments and services, as well as a farmers' and laborers' hall and workers' dwellings. The largest city controlled by House Telvanni, Port Telvannis, is located in the extreme northeast of the continent. The characteristic mushroom architecture, responsible for the city's distinctive look, is also referenced in the name, which translates to the City of Towers. Port Telvannis is home to the Parliament of Bugs, the Supreme Telvanni Council, although in this individualistic house, the council's role is largely formal. The city prides itself on being free from imperial influence and restrictions. Port Telvannis has over 130 inhabitants living in over 40 interiors. The main faction is of course the eponymous House Telvanni, but there is also a series of minor tasks associated with the Tribunal Temple. The scattered vertical layout of the city makes it difficult to divide it into individual districts, but notable places include the central Telvanni Council House, the local slave markets, and various traders and services dispersed throughout the city. Port Telvannis will be fully overhauled along with the entire Telvannis region to bring it up to the current quality standard and make it worthy of being the capital of a great house. However, the Telvannis overhaul is currently expected to happen far into the future. The easternmost city of Tamriel, Necrom, is quite unique in its architecture and atmosphere. This temple-owned city is famously the site of large catacombs, which serve as the resting place of Dunmer dead. Dunmer ancestors can be seen moving throughout the city as ghosts, and ordinators in mourning are strict about guarding their quiet rest, ready to punish any outlander who dares disturb the peace. The city is divided into 5 districts. The most important are the underground catacombs, a huge maze-like complex of burial sites layered on top of each other. The lower district is connected to the docks and contains the charnel works, the home of priests and workers who prepare the newly arrived deceased for internment. The upper district, the center of pilgrimage, contains the majority of local shops, inns and hostels, as well as various museums and shrines. The Fane district is reserved for temple buildings and houses the Great Fane of the Ancestors, one of the most important religious buildings in Morrowind. The local administration building is also located in this district. In terms of the living, the population is almost exclusively Dunmer, with over 120 Mer inhabiting 60 interiors. Unfortunately, there are no faction questlines available, and this is one of the many reasons why the developers are also planning a full overhaul of the entire city and surrounding region. All the overhauls I mentioned will not happen for some time, as the team seems committed to finishing the entire province before committing to major reworks of already existing lands. I don't want you to feel discouraged about exploring all the towns and cities that caught your eye though. I hope the video motivated you to explore some of them for yourself. If you enjoyed it and want to see more, subscribe and tell me so in the comments. Am Civi Bless.